afternoon. All right, thank you for your patience. I tell you, technology. It is with great pride and heartfelt joy that I welcome you all to this momentous occasion, the Oratory competition celebrating the 150th anniversary of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Let's give it up for that. So today we gather not just to witness the power of words, but to honor the extraordinary vision and the legacy of our founder, Dr. William Hooper Councill. 150 years ago, in the face of immense adversity, we know the story, Mr. Councill planted the seeds of hope, education, and empowerment. From his very humble beginnings, his dream has grown into what we now see as a vibrant, competitive institution. And as an alum, I am so proud. This competition is more than just a showcase of eloquence. It's a tribute to the very ideals on which the university is built on: perseverance, leadership, and displays the transformative power of education. I'm Mrs. Holloway. I serve as the Assistant Director to the Honors Program and founder and head coach for the Honors Speech and Debate League that will be presenting tonight. At this time, I'm going to introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, Ms. Maya Reeves, who is an honors sophomore here at the university. Please give her applause as she comes.
I would like to thank Ms. Holloway for that. I would also like to thank you all for allowing me to be your Mistress of Ceremonies today. I would like to firstly recognize our esteemed panel of judges. Firstly, I would like to recognize Dr. Pamela Little. Dr. Pamela Little is the Executive Director of Office of Multicultural Affairs. I would also like to recognize Ms. Sandra Stubbs, Director of Alumni Affairs. I would like to recognize, he's not here right now, but Professor Diggs. He is the Director of Field Education in the Department of Social Work. And lastly, but of course not least, Ms. Kennedy. She is the Instructor of Speech and Communications Media. As we listen to these voices, strong, determined, and full of promise, let us remember that we are not just witnesses to history. We are participants in a living legacy. We honor the past, we celebrate the present, and we commit ourselves to a future where Alabama A&M continues to change lives and uplift communities for generations to come. Thank you all for being a part of this historic celebration. Let the words we hear today inspire us to dream bigger, reach higher, and continue building upon the remarkable foundation laid by our founder. Today, I would like to recognize our first performance. Performing They Said, Honor Scholar Freshmen, Olivia Morris and Kelvin Edwards.
They said, why would you go there?
A school with too much culture, too much rhythm, not enough real prestige.
They said the labs weren't stocked, the dorms were run down.
The classroom's full of empty minds.
They whispered, HBCUs are last resort dreams.
As if the dreams born here aren't filled with gold.
As if our ancestors didn't believe these bricks into being.
They spoke of broken elevators,
but we rise anyway. They said our degrees were only good for the shelf.
But that paper held power and knowledge unlocked doors.
We heard them. We heard the chuckles behind the screens.
The scoffs in advisor offices.
The raised eyebrows from high school counselors.
Who never walked past Foster.
Who never felt the power pulsing through the quad.
Never stood in Carver and seen minds ignite.
But we kept coming with bright minds and suitcases full of hope.
We came wearing pride like armor.
In suits and maroon polos,
We came home to the hills,
to Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University,
where we say bulldog born, bulldog bred, bulldog led, and mean it with our whole chest.
we took start here, go anywhere, and became unstoppable.
Black doctors,
Journalists,
authors,
actors,
engineers,
scientists,
politicians,
journalists,
We
we became leaders. We are thriving.
but let us never forget
That same soil that nourished our past,
must now feed our future.
we learned how to make excellence out of effort.
To write like Baldwin, build like Garvey.
And speak like Angelou with no apology.
We turn rumors into rally cries. We turn why would you into look at us now.
We turned struggles into stepping stones, found opportunity in spaces where others saw nothing, cultivated gardens when they only saw weeds.
We soar.
We marched.
And the joy of being young, black, brilliant,
and unashamed. Because Alabama A&M is not a whisper,
It is a roar. It is faculty who know your name and your mama's name.
It is Fried Chicken Tuesday.
Gospel in the air.
And promising something better is coming.
It is truth unfiltered.
Excellence, unbothered.
A legacy undeniable.
So let them talk. Let the rumors swirl around like dust in a place they will never understand.
So don't worry about us.
We'll be just fine.
Not because they let us.
Because if we don't,
Then who will? We don't back down.
We are success.
We are victory. So while they're trying to write our stories for us,
We've been busy living them.
and Bulldogs were cool in every chapter.
Cool when things get heavy.
Cool when things get loud.
Cool when the room isn't built for us because we build it anyways.
We walk in black excellence. We speak it fluently.
We wear it like a crown forged in the fire of every rumor we've outlived. And baby, we've outlived them all. So we'll keep adding to 150 years of black excellence. Glad to see you again. I haven't seen you since I don't know when. We are the marching, rooting white bands. We are the best
Now, if you didn't feel that Bulldog spirit, I don't know what will. I know all of y'all were doing that dance. I was back there as well. The next performance, performing Did They See This Far? We have honors sophomore scholar, Miracle Olatunji.
Greetings. I am Miracle Olatunji, and today I'd like to ask a question to Councill. Did you see this far? Divine, did you see this far? When your body bore the weight of chains, did you feel the tremble of a future that will one day hold your name on banners and buildings? Did you see this far, William? When they called you less than a man, did you hear the echoes of classrooms yet to be built of degrees, yet to be earned of songs, yet to be sung in honor of your name? Blessed by the life of Councill brave, who gave his all that thou might shine. Thou, me, you, us, not just sons of the South, but daughters of the diaspora. Did you see us, William? Foreign languages embedded in Southern air, permit me to greet you in my language. Eko orire, it means congratulations. Because when I traveled over 6,638 miles across distant oceans, I didn't know I was stepping into a promise you made when you had nothing but vision, blood, sweat, tears, and faith.
Many thy brave and loyal sons
Sent from thy shrine on normal
hill.
from Nigeria's sands to normal soil. William, do you know that now students walk this land? Students from places your feet had never been, now walk your hill with books in hands and purpose in their bones. See, I stand here in this story, not apart from it. I stand here on the soil you once tilled. Isn't it ironic that the very egg that swallowed your blood now cradles my dream?
Filled with a zeal for task well done, anxious thy mandate to fulfill.
Yes, I'm on a mission I left behind the lands where the drum still beats with echoes of the ones who were taken, where the sky still cries for the sons and daughters that never returned. And yet, somehow, across centuries and seas, I found myself on your hill. Did you see me, William?
Long may you live to bless the world. For right and justice, take a stand.
You fought to read the words that kept you silent. I fight a different fight, but a fight nonetheless. I often fight perceptions, I fight the minds, but me and you, we still fight, we still rise, we still refuse to be forgotten.
As from your rocky heights you view your children's work throughout the land.
And here on this hill, under the weight of history and the wings of hope, we both come alive. We come alive. You see, William and Miracle are no strangers. Different centuries, we are the same dream. We wear different skin, different centuries, yes, but we are the same dream. We have the same fire. So I ask again, William, Hooper Councill, did you see this far?
Alma mater, blessed be thy name, long live thy fame, long live thy fame.
Yes, you saw this far, and because you saw, I now see too. And when I look back, when I stand in the warmth of my people, I'd remember to tell them a story of a certain William Hooper Councill who fought so I can be here too. I carry the voices that prayed for a day like this. I carry the memories of boats and chains and bruises and Bibles. I carry the hope that one day someone, a certain someone, would walk these hills freer than you one day did. You see, because you saw, we now see 150, so we sing.
Alma mater, blessed be thy name, long thy fame.
to speak with such emotion and enthusiasm as we go on through the night. Remember that each student has taken the time out of their week to create and prepare each speech. So that was a miracle. Our next performance, performing I Am, will be freshman honor scholar, Jakaya Brown. Give her a round of applause.
Before I begin, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jakaya Brown, an honors rising sophomore communications media major hailing from the city of Five Flags, Pensacola, Florida. If you have spent any time on this campus, then you have heard countless renditions of the famous Bulldog intro. But those statements are more than just personal introductions. One of the first things I learned on this campus is that any good Bulldog intro always begins with 2 words. Repeat after me. I am. Whenever we say those words, our listeners know that we are about to define ourselves. Yet, whenever I say those words, I can't help but to ask myself, really, who am I? Am I just my major, my classification, and my hometown? Am I just the person that is standing on this stage today? Or is there something more? Am I the answer to someone else's prayer? The fruit of a seed someone else planted? Or, in the words of former Vice President Kamala Harris, am I the product of what came before me? Really, who am I? Well, I'll tell you. I am the dream of a man who was born into bondage, but whose mind was never shackled. I am the echo of those first students who sat in wooden chairs and studied under candlelight and dared to believe that they were worthy of what education could offer. I am the heir to a kingdom, not just built by blood and by sweat, but by love and by faith and by the unshakable belief that I will become the future. See, back in William Hooper Councill's time, the people who sold us as property stood right here on this land and tried to tell us who we were. They told us that we were weak. They told us that we were dumb. They told our women that they were unworthy of softness and love. They told our men that they were animals to be beaten and tamed. And even when those chains have been physically broken, they are still trying to tell us who we are. They tell us that we are DEI hires, that we're not capable enough to work in their industries. They tell us that we are not smart enough to go to their institutions, or even worse, that we are too smart for our own good. They tell us that we are unworthy of our own accomplishments, that we are incapable of building strong communities, that when we teach our old history as a story of perseverance and triumph, that we are inaccurate. Because they want to tell the whole wide world that we are a broken people, that we are inherently inferior. But what William Hooper Councill started back in 1875, see, it was not just an institution, it was a declaration. Because when he first climbed this hill, the world told him that he wouldn't be anything more than a slave, But when he came back to build on this land and to shape minds, when he laid bricks and changed lives, he proclaimed to the world that I am a light, that I am the change, that I am a voice that will echo through generations. And you, world, you will listen to me. Say those words with me again. I am. Do you feel it now? The strength and the freedom and the power in those words. When you say that you are a student or a graduate or a part of this university, do you feel the pride in knowing that you are a part of his legacy? 'Cause me? Yeah, you better know that I do. So, when they ask us, who are we? Just remember that we are the fulfillment of Councill's prophecy. That we are the dreamers, we are the doers, we are the disruptors, we are the light of the present, and we are the path towards the future. We are Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, and we are the legacy. Thank you.
Those were good words to bring up, especially during you guys' finals. Remember who you are. Remember, before you take that test, remember to say, I am. You are a part of his legacy. You will graduate school, you will finish, and you will go and do those future endeavors. So that was a great speech by Miss Jakaya Brown. Our next performance is sophomore, Miss Sophomore, honor scholar, Miss Ray Bell. She'll be performing We Will Learn.
Allow me to tell you a story, to paint a picture about our university. See, this sacred land remembers every name, every foot that walked before, that bled, that came. William Hooper Councill, a beacon in the dark, who carved a path where none existed, who spoke to those winds of oppression. We will learn. We will rise. Each stone they laid, each seed they sowed, becomes our stories now bestowed. Oh, Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, your legacy is written in the sweat of slaves turned scholars. And now, look how great we've become. Each note a testament to the dream. We are no longer just surviving. We are thriving. Today, Normal's Hill hums with innovation, brimming with purpose, a bold declaration. Our voices united, our visions are clear, shaping tomorrow with courage and not a lick of fear. Together we weave a vibrant tale, diverse yet unified, strong without fail. Our classrooms pulse with dreams unfolded, preparing each bulldog to change the world. In unity, excellence, and pride we stand, marching forward hand in hand. See, the next 150 years will not be a repetition. They will be a revelation, rooted in struggle and crowned in glory. Our visions united, our purpose is clear. And as long as there are stars above Normal's Hill, we will keep changing. We will keep rising. We will keep growing. Allow me to close. To know our roots is to ignite.
the past, the present, and future in one light. In every step, in every single fight, we hold our heritage close in sight. Just like William said that day, we will learn, but now we must rise. Thank you.
Continuing to rise, continuing to thrive. No matter what legislation, no matter what law is put in place, we will not go back. Thank you for those words of wisdom, Ms. Raybell. Our next performance will be by freshman honor scholar, William Taylor. He will be performing I Walk with Giants. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right. I've noticed it's a little quiet in here, and we can, get the energy up. So y'all repeat after me. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I cannot lie. I'll be a bad, bad bulldog till the day that I die. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I cannot lie. I'll be a had to get the jitters out. All right. Good evening, my fellow bad, bad Bulldogs. I am William Taylor, an honors freshman biology major, student athlete, and man of God. Now, before I start, can we thank God for allowing us to all be in this room? Well, y'all clap. I was going to say, can I get an amen? Amen? Can I get an amen? All right. Now, I came to the Hill with one saying engraved into my mind, just like all of y'all. And you can say it with me, start here, go anywhere. And I truly believe our motto here at A&M, because excellence is not the standard. Here, it is the bare minimum. I stand before you on stage today at a teeny tiny height of 6'2" on a good day, knowing that there are bigger stories in this very room. Because believe it or not, one day I hope to tell my own. Because stories have the power to take you anywhere. So if they ever tell my story, let them say, I walked where giants walked. Because men rise and men fall like the winter wheat. But on our grounds, on these grounds, some names just never die. In this space, I can feel the magical foresight of Presidents Buchanan and Parker, the majesty of Josephine and Drake, and the palpable intent of President Richard Morrison. I can feel the collective influence of Covington, Marbury, and Henson, and the unwavering focus of both Gibson and Jennings. And as I am surrounded by the countless contributions of Andrew Hughini, I can feel the extraordinary voyage to new waters with my president, Dr. Daniel K. Wims, at the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not just 11 presidents. These are leaders. These are icons. These are giants among men. Standing on the shoulders of the one, the originator who started it all, William Hooper Councill. Walking across our campus, I can feel his unparalleled stride as he pushed through injustice to plant this great university in the maroon and white clay of Normal, Alabama. I feel the footsteps of these giants right beside me. And now I walk with them, Because I don't just read our history, I carry it in my chest. This institution has remained because it was built on something stronger than steel. It was built on that sweet Southern spirit. And today, that's the same spirit that lives in me. It lives in us. I walk with confidence because I walk with them. I lead, we lead, because they led. So when people ask, who are you? You know what I say? I say, I am Alabama A&M University. I am a heritage in motion. I am a bold future with a rich name. I am the cream of the crop, always rising to the top. And I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Because I know that I was born with a purpose. That's to be great. That's why I'm here. Because Alabama A&M University was built for students like me. It was built for students like us, individuals who want to walk into a room and never have to introduce themselves because of how hard that they've worked. Y'all didn't hear that. Scholars with presence. This university was built for athletes with drive. Future CEOs, future presidents, and future physicians with a never-ending hunger to succeed. And of course, future leaders with dreams that are too big for their own zip code. Now that's whether you're from the A. I said that's whether you're from the A. Man, y'all Atlanta people not loud enough, man. That's whether you're from Birmingham. That's where you're from Montgomery or my small city of Columbus, Georgia. You see, William Hooper Councill, he didn't have wealth, but he had a vision. And that vision built this great institution, brick by brick, soul by soul, giant by giant. Councill believed that academic excellence could break generational curses. He believed that our learning could be our liberation. And now, 150 years later, I am living proof. We are living proof that he was right. Last year, this esteemed university didn't just accept me, it affirmed me. And in the great year of 2028, and I know some of y'all graduating in 2028, so in the great year of 2028, it won't just give me a degree, it will give me direction. Because that's how the saying goes, right? Start here, go anywhere. I walked through this journey, my journey, with not an ounce of fear in my body. I walk with fire. I walk with giants. Man, I walk with that Alabama A&M dog in my chest. I walk knowing my skin is my greatest asset because I once heard being black isn't something that we choose. It's something we cherish. This institution rose from struggle, and now it stands in strength. I value to carry that legacy forward, not in silence, but in action, not in mediocrity, but in greatness. Because our future demands it and our past deserves it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say, our home is a testament that sometimes the most beautiful stories are written after the hardest chapters. Because struggle is not our enemy. It is our teacher. And if they ever tell my story, I said, if they ever tell my story, let them say, I walked where giants walked. Thank you.
Now, how many schools can say that their president was sold in slavery and came back to build anew? Crickets. We have gone 150 years, and we will go 150 years more. William Hooper has built his story. Now it is time for each one of you to go out and build your own. Our next performance, a special treat, a blast from the past. We have the William Hooper Councill coming to speak to you all. Performing Councill Speaks, we have Gerald Collins. Let's give him a round of applause.
I, William Hooper Councill, stand before you today not a man of privilege, but a man who was once bound in chains. I was born into slavery, sold with my mother and my brothers on the grounds of this very city. My brothers were taken from me that day, and I never saw them again. Yet here I am, no longer a slave, but a founder of a university, a dreamer who dared to build a future on the ashes of oppression. This place, Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, began with nothing but a vision. In 1875, we opened in church basements with barely enough funds to keep the doors open. But what we lacked in resources, we made up for in resolve. We were rich in something far greater than gold. We were rich in purpose. I taught black children when it was dangerous to do so, when the Klan rolled through towns to silence men like me, but we kept teaching, kept believing, because we knew that ignorance was the last chain holding our people back, and education would be the key to break it. I believed then, and still do now, that real education must sharpen both the mind and the hand. We taught our students to read and reason, but also to build, to farm, to lead, because our future would demand more than dreams. It would require skills, vision, and courage. This institution did not grow by accident. It grew by fire. It grew in spite of hatred, in spite of segregation, in spite of a society that told us we couldn't. And we proved that we could. When I filed a complaint against the railroad company for throwing me from a first-class car, I did it not for myself. I did it for the dignity of every black man and woman in this country. I paid a price, and I would do it again. Because standing for justice is never in vain. This university stands on the shoulders of those struggles. It is the fruit of unshakable belief, a place where knowledge is cultivated, where character is refined, where legacy is born. So I say to you, students, alumni, friends, our heritage is rich, but it is not our resting place. It is our launch pad. You are the answered prayers of generations who bled and believed. The dreams I once held in a dark time, you now live in the light. Don't squander it. Be excellent. Be courageous. Be bold. For if a man born a slave can build a university, there is no limit to what you can build. Let our heritage guide you, but let your future define you. And may this university, our Alabama A&M, continue to rise, rich in heritage, bold in future. Thank you.
I bet y'all didn't think William Hooper was coming tonight. Exactly. We like to keep y'all on y'all toes. As we are nearing the end of tonight's program, because I know we all do not want it to end, we will have our final presentation, followed by Bulldog Beat. Performing our last performance, On Our Hill, performed by Chanel White and Chance Williams. Let's give them a round of applause.
The year 2025, a year some had looked to for prosperity, a year others had grew to dread. Turn on your TV, scroll through your phones, do you see it? The world falling apart. Systems that went untouched, dismantled rules that were respected, broken lives that were fought so hard for only a few decades ago, shattered. In the words of Chinua Achebe, things are falling apart. But as the present falls apart and the future blurs, looking to the past might be the only way we see the future. On this hill,
not made of marble, not mapped on any treasure chart, but built. From backs bent under the sun, from tongues that prayed in whispers, from minds once deemed too dangerous to teach. This hill is not a place, it's a memory. It's a promise. It's a question we all keep asking. Was it worth it? You see, on my hill, they dared to plant a school in soil that had only known blood and cotton. The very same soil where its founder was once sold as a slave. You see, on my hill, we worked from dusk till dawn, not for grades, but for survival. Picked cotton, buried kin, built cabins before we ever saw a classroom. Freedom was a whisper. Education, a miracle. But Councill, he believed. He dared to plant a school on a hill where no one thought a little black boy could dream. This hill was my resistance.
see, on this hill, we rise before the sun, not to pick fields, but to pick futures. We balance GPAs and grief, deadlines and dreams, still grinding to prove we belong in rooms our ancestors weren't even allowed to clean. We stay up till 3 a.m., painting stories, building bots, designing change. This hill, it's a launch pad now. Your fights became our flight.
Flight, is that what you call it now? Do you feel free? Do you carry the weight we bore, or do you just post it on your feed? See, you walk these halls with headphones in, but do you hear them? The sound of those who came before you, marching barefoot through broken glass so you could sprint on polished tile. You call it progress, but don't you forget, that diploma you chase was a death sentence for folks like me.
And don't think that I've forgotten. Don't think for 1 second that I take this hill lightly. But your pain ain't the only kind that hurts. We fight ghosts and glass offices. We bleed out in boardrooms where our names are praised, but our presence ain't welcome. You had chains, but we got systems on our back. Different battle, same war.
1875
2025 will be
a
a year for change.
If the past has taught us anything, it's that just because they refuse to see us doesn't mean they can erase us.
They can break our backs, burn our books, close our schools, but we don't shatter. We sharpen. We rise sharper, louder, stronger.
Because when they tear us down, we rebuild. Piece by piece, word by word, action by action. We stand taller, our roots grow deeper, no matter the storm. They've always underestimated what lives in our bones, that deep down iron-forged faith, that even in the ashes we will still bloom.
But the power of our people, it's not in textbooks, it's in testaments. It's in the songs our grandmothers hummed. It's in every blind memory of a no that we turned into a door.
We have always been more than what they see. We are the echo of those who never got the chance to speak. We are the vision of those who never got to dream. We are the future they tried to bury. But we are still here, still standing. And the strength of our people is the kind that doesn't just survive. It builds, it bends steel, it flips silence into symphonies.
And the end of our people? You've got to be kidding. We're just getting started.
Especially not on our hill. Many have tried.
But I can't believe that they thought hurling insults and food while we sat down in bars would make us leave. They must have forgotten. We don't back down, we build up.
We rise above the insults, above the barriers, above the hate. Because we know what we carry within us, the dream of those who came before us, the legacy they handed us. Lin-Manuel Miranda once asked, legacy, what is legacy?
It's planting seeds in a garden that you never get to see. For America, you great unfinished symphony, he told us.
It's not just a memory, it's a movement. Now, one thing is for sure. Through all our wins, our wisdom, our scholarships and spotlights.
You can't become complacent. You have to keep moving. You have to keep growing. You can't let them catch you. Because this hill, it ain't just history.
It's a fire, a flame that burns in every challenge we face, a blaze in every step we take.
It's a future that belongs to us, that belongs to every student who dares to dream, to every alum that paved the way, to every voice that refuses to be silenced.
Because on our hill, you start here and you go anywhere. You rise, you break barriers, you make history. And when we rise, the world watches.
When we rise, the world changes. On our hill,
you start here, go anywhere.
It takes hard work to do speeches like this. We have a good time at practice, but it is hard work. All of the pieces are original pieces. And so I applaud them for their efforts. At this time,
let's go ahead and give applause to all of those performances.
Our COO, Mr. Roberts, to escort our judges to deliberate on what will likely be a very hard decision on our winners. In the meantime, we will be blessed by a performance by the university's Bulldog Beat. Dr. Devine, are you going to introduce? Give them a hand. Thank you guys so much.
Good evening. So what you're about to see is the touring troupe that Dr. Wims takes along with him when we go out recruiting. So we're not gonna do our whole show, but we're gonna do some songs for you, okay? But this troupe's primary purpose is for recruiting, to bring people to our lovely university. So you can see what we're going out all over the Southeast, all over the nation and doing, representing you, okay? All right, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Alabama A&M University Bulldog Beat.
From the hill of Kiri Soul, Councill's legacy you can't ignore. Blazing trails with the calm sky, with courage and wisdom you can't deny. On the hill with the Bulldogs, 1875 till tomorrow. A&M, one voice, one dream, one guiding star. Councill's legacy forever live. We started here, now we can go anywhere. Some bad bulldogs say, come on, we all be the baddest in the land. How could you even deny? Don't you feel that groove to move with the rhythm of it, I'm proud. I know you see it, I know you like how we ride that mother and wide. From 1875, we got to the day that we died. No, they cannot stop us. 150 years, straight to the top from the bottom. 150 years, 150 years. I think the way you move Project and Tuesday, have my feet hurting from standing in line. I tie up my shoelace, can't trip up that hill trying to get the class on time. Watch out for that goose, they always run up if you do not look up. I know I might sound stupid, just hit me up. 150 years, William Hooper, Councill's legacy forever lives. We started here, Now we can go anywhere. Some bad food, I say, come on, y'all be the best in the land. How could you even deny? Don't you feel that groove to move with the rhythm of what I pride? I know you see it, I know you like how we rock that Mahoney White from 1875. 150 years, but he cannot stop us. 150 years, straight to the top from the bottom. 150 years, yeah, 150 years. I think that we will the council. 150 years. I like that one.
I've been climbing up every mountain. No, I won't retreat. I just want to see the whole wide world and make it great for you and me. I am destined to succeed. I am chosen to lead. Oh, I am my ancestors' wildest dream. Oh, I am my ancestors' wildest dream. I've been chasing every vision. Oh, yes. No, I won't slow down with every move. I am finding purpose in the struggles all around. I've been built by the battles, been shaped by the fight. Now I see my future, it's my time to shine. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, and we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. Oh, dreaming, striving, reaching for the sky. Living, learning, loving my best life. Oh, through a vision bright and fair, we work, we live with love and care, and we know we are the wildest dreams.
Bulldog beat? All righty. We're going to continue the program if once Bulldog beat gets settled so we can announce the competition winners. All righty, let me get my, all of my leagues, speech and debate league, please come to the stage. Clap it up for them as they come. All righty. And I'm going to turn the mic over to, I want to say really quick, because I forgot to say this earlier. There is a People's Choice Award. Did everyone scan this QR code? All right. So we will, the head judge, Ms. Stubbs, is going to announce the 3-2-1 winner, and then we will also announce the winner of the People's Choice. So, Ms. Stubbs, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say to each of you, you were outstanding. And on behalf of my colleagues, the judges, you didn't make it easy for us. But we deliberated and we did come to some decisions. And again, each of you were great and you were so good until I'm hoping Mrs. Holloway is recording this so we can share this with the President, Board of Trustees, and everyone. We want to share you with the world. You should be going on tour. Without further delay, when I call your name, please come forward. And Mrs. Holloway, are you ready to take a picture with each of the winners? We're going to start with our third place winner. Our third place winner is none other than Dr. Councill himself, performed by Mr. Gerald Collins. Go to the center and take a picture. Congratulations again, Mr. Collins. Okay. Our second place winner is Did He See This Far, performing by Miracle Olatunji. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, our first place winner, can I get a drum roll, please? Our first place winner goes to On Our Hill, performed by Chanel White and Chance Williams. And we failed to say this in advance, but each of our winners who placed will receive a financial award. Thank you so much.
All righty. So I want all of the performers to take a bow. You all did so great. You did so great. I'm so proud of you all. Y'all did that. Y'all did. All right, I now at this time want to announce the People's Choice Award, which is based off the votes of the QR code that we passed out. And the People's Choice Award goes to, they said, Ms. Olivia Morris and Mr. Kelvin Edwards. All righty. As we close, I want to thank every member of the league. We are greater in numbers, but these are the students who represented us tonight. I want to thank Ms. Tamia Gordon, who drove almost 4 hours just to come and help me with this event, as she is a 2024 graduate from last year. And she also served as the speech and debate captain for the past 2 years, as well as the honors programs executive president for 2 years as well. So she has done great things in her time away, and she has earned several admissions to law school, so she will begin in law school in the fall semester at the university that we chose. Yeah, we chose. It was our multiple admissions. Yeah, but we chose together where we were going to go. All righty. So thanks to Mia, thank you to Maya for being the mistress of ceremonies, and thank you to Ms. Stubbs for allowing me to coordinate this event for Founders Week. As an alum, it just makes me so proud to do what I am blessed to do every day in working with the best of the best of that best scholars here on the Hill. Good night, everyone. Thank you for your attendance.